Hello, everybody. This is Dee from Dee's Cute and Crafty, and I'm back with 4 spring/farmhouse DIYs for you today. As you can see, I have a ton of solo wood flowers in front of me, and I can't wait to show you what I'm going to do with them. So let's get into what I'm going to be using. I have my apple barrel paint in the color Grape Concord. I have the Waverly chalk paint in the color Lilac, and I have the Hello Hobby paint in the color White Swan. I've got my pencil and my eraser because we're going to do some hand lettering. I've got some little Sharpie markers, definitely my beautiful solo wood flowers. I was at Hobby Lobby today and I picked up these paper flowers, which are so cute, 50% off. So get to Hobby Lobby and get you some. And then I have this Dollar Tree canvas. So this was inspired. This is a dupe, you guys. It was inspired by Liz over at Liz Moore, who is a wonderful DIY YouTuber here on YouTube, content creator here on YouTube. So link will be in the description box below. If you don't know who she is, please go check her out. She did these cute little soft watercolor pink rain boots with all these flowers coming out of the top. And of course, she used her solo wood flowers as well. But I decided to do some hand lettering on the side and write the word hello. Excuse me, she used her Cricut to get the boots. She printed them up on her Cricut. Of course, I don't have a Cricut. So for time's sake, I did not show you me painstakingly, yes, painstakingly drawing these on this canvas in pencil. But I did hand draw these boots. All I did was go to her channel and I did a snapshot of the boots that she had that she done with her Cricut. And I just drew it from that. So I wanted, oh, it was so cute. You guys have to go check it out. I said, I want those boots. I want those boots. I want this craft. I want to do it. But like I said, I don't have a Cricut. So my option was to draw it myself. So I did. So I'm going in with my pink. I got pink on the brain because her boots were pink. With my purple Sharpie marker. And I'm going around my pencil mark. I'm just outlining it in the purple. Purple is my favorite color. And then I'm going in with that lavender chalk paint by Waverly. And I watered it down. And it looks kind of gray on camera. But it is a really nice pastel purpley kind of gray. And I just got some of that gray paint on the canvas. I just let it run the way it wanted to, just to give it that watercolor look. And then I went in with my apple barrel paint in the color Concord Grape. That's what it is. And I darkened the paint up a little bit because I want that variation in color, that watercolor effect or look. So if you kind of mix 2 colors or 3 colors or whatever together and you let them kind of just blend softly into each other, you get that watercolor look. So that's what I'm going for, and that's what I'm trying to do with these purple rain boots. These came out so cute, and I'm gonna say, you guys already know, I am gonna say that this is my favorite DIY out of the 4 that I'm going to show you today. So please comment down below and let me know which one is your favorite. As always, if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for becoming part of the Cute and Crafty family. I really appreciate you being here. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. Anybody that's new and you're watching and you like what you see, but you haven't yet committed or subscribed, please consider doing so. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as well so you never miss out on another Cute and Crafty DIY with Dee. Back to the crafting. So I'm getting everything all painted in and outlined, and I'm going back in with my purple marker and I'm outlining the boots, and then I went back in with my silver marker and I outlined the buckles and went in with a black ultrafine tip Sharpie and outlined little details on the buckles that I wanted as well. And then I just took a regular Sharpie and I went over the pencil marking of the word hello so that it would be bolder so that you could see it. So now I'm just deciding what flowers I want where, and you guys are going to see a lot of the solo wood flowers because I have tons and tons. And I was just super excited to get to use them again. I think they're really pretty. And these paper flowers fill in perfectly for areas where you need just a little something, but not a flower as big as the solo wood flowers. So now that I kind of know where I want everything to sit, I am just going to fill these purple boots with these beautiful solo wood flowers. And I find that working with the solo wood flowers, it's best to cut the bottom flat. And then when you're going to hot glue them down, you really have to hold them until they take, until that glue starts to set up, because they will just kind of like raise back up. And yeah, they're not glued down. So you got to hold them down for a little bit, but they are very pretty. And this is not sponsored. Solowood has no idea who I am, but I do so love their flowers. And whenever they're on sale, I try to get a couple bags. I usually get them when they're on sale for $9. And I'll usually get 3 bags, for $27 plus shipping and handling. And I mean, I get a lot for $27. I don't mind spending the $27 for these because they really are that beautiful. And here it is. This one is done. Moving on to DIY number 2, you're going to need some greenery. I have some lilac from Dollar Tree and Walmart. I have some greenery from Michael's. I have this Farmhouse ribbon from Joann's. I have a round little box from Dollar Tree, tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree, pool noodle from Dollar Tree, and a Easter bunny, Easter egg actually, cutting board from Dollar Tree. And I also have some gutter guard from Lowe's. So here you see me just removing the front part of that cutting board because that's really pretty, and I'll save it for something else, but I'm going to change this cutting board up, so I don't want that piece on there. And now I'm just pulling off whatever paper is loose because I'm going to cover it up, and I don't want the paper that I'm putting on to detach because the paper I put it over was peeling up, if that makes any sense at all. So after I peeled all the paper off that I could peel off, I sanded down the edges of what was left to make sure that it stayed flat. And I'm using this self-adhesive wall tile kind of paper that I got from Dollar Tree. They have tons of this paper, different kinds of this, like tile sheets. So I'm using the one that is in the gray barnwood look, and I just measured around it or pencil lined around that cutting board, and now I'm just cutting it out. This one is simple and easy. I think all of them are simple and easy except one. You'll see which one that one is when it comes up. You will know which one gave me a hard time. So now that I've got that all traced out, I'm just going to adhere it to the cutting board, smooth everything down, and we'll move on to the next step. Just going to sand it down, get all the rough edges off, using my gator, making everything nice and smooth. Now I'm going to take this round box. It's like a birthday gift box that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just looking for the center of the box. And once I find that, I will make a line on the bottom and carry that line over on both of the sides of the box. And I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife and cut it straight down the middle. After using my scissors to cut up the sides, I will use the X-Acto knife to cut down the middle of the top of that box. So now I am going to go in with my Hello Hobby chalk paint in the color White Swan. And this box took 3 coats of paint to get it covered. I just did a coat and then I dried it, did another coat and dried it, did a third coat and dried it. I did measure out how much paper I would need for the bottom of this half round. And I cut another little piece of that self-adhesive barn look paper out and I put it on the bottom because you'll be able to see the bottom if you pick it up. So I wanted everything to be cohesive and look the same. Now I'm going in with my gutter guard and I am just measuring it against this half round and cutting that out. And you guys, I painted the box. Of course, I had to paint the box. This doesn't really stick good to paint, which is what I always say. If you're going to hot glue something, try not to paint it. But I had to paint the sides of the box, and it doesn't stick very well at all. It looks like it's going to be okay, but it does pop up. So you'll see how I'm going to fix that. For right now, I'm taking my tumbling tower blocks and I am gluing them to the inside of the half round because I need something to stick to that cutting board. And just this very thin edge of this box was not going to be enough. So now once the tumbling tower blocks are inside the box, you have a lot more surface to put hot glue on to get it to stick to the cutting board. I'm just going to get that glued down. And here's where I find out that that gutter guard is not going to stay. It popped right up. So I thought about using some jute cord and then I thought, nope, that's too thin. Let's go with some nautical cord. So all I'm going to do is add to the farmhouse look of this DIY by adding some good old nautical cord to the side of the box and also to the cutting board because it's thick enough that it catches both pieces and it holds them together. So that worked out. It added texture and it added some country charm. So it was a win-win for me. And now I'm going to take my rooster ribbon. I think those are like roosters or hens, probably roosters and hens on this ribbon. And it is so farmhouse and it is absolutely adorable. And when I saw it, I had to get it. And I do believe it was the last roll because if they had more than just one roll, I would have gotten 2. So I'm going to use that and I'm just going to put it on the front of this gutter guard. And I love using the gutter guard because it reminds me of chicken wire and it's so easy to work with because it's plastic. You can just cut it with your scissors to any shape you want without having to fuss with it so much with wire cutters. So I love using the gutter guard for that reason. Now that I've got my ribbon hot glued to the front of the basket or the half round box, whatever you want to call it, we're going to make a bow. Just a little one, but I feel like this DIY needed a bow. Doing it the same way I always do, doing my Olivia bows or my Olivia loops to make the bow. And I'm only doing 1 loop on each side, and then I'll just do the tails. And the tails are short because I don't want it to hang down. I'm going to have it just stay the way it is with the tails going straight out on each side, just laying horizontally. But this came out so cute. I love it. And now we're going to take a piece of pool noodle and cut it to size and tuck it down inside of the little basket or box and add our greenery. We're almost done with this one. Very easy to do. You can either hang it up or it will stand on its own. Just getting my lilacs all arranged in here. And I love that I used Dollar Tree and Walmart because it looks really good that way. It's not all of one and not all of the other. The mixture is really nice, I think. Plus, it's all I had. I had a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So that's what that's what I use, and it worked out really well. Sometimes you just got to use what you got. You can create some beautiful things from what you got. So I like it. Again, you guys already know purple is my what? My favorite color. So anything purple, I'm going to be happy. So as a finishing touch, I just wrapped some jute around the handle of the cutting board. And that's it for my lilac farmhouse cutting board. Came out cute, you guys. Moving on to DIY number 3, you're going to need one of the calendars, the farmhouse ones with the truck. I'm using some of my paper flowers that I just bought from Hobby Lobby. I have some um, ribbon, and I'm not sure where this came from. Hello, excuse me, Hobby Lobby or Joann's. I'm not sure where that blue truck ribbon came from. And then I have one of the Dollar Tree signs. This one is from the fall season. And I'm just going in with my Hello Hobby chalk paint in the color White Swan and just giving this a rough coat like I always do because I'm gonna distress it. And what I'm actually doing is mimicking the background that the truck is on the calendar. You're probably thinking, well, why didn't you just go ahead and Mod Podge the whole calendar to the wood MDF instead of recreating the background? Because I'm a crafter and we have to change things. We can't leave well enough alone. So, and plus, I just wanted the wood and I could, do a little bit of fussy cuts and cut that truck out and cut the lettering out and just put things where I wanted them to be. So I'm just, doing my thing. You guys don't have to. You can just Mod Podge the whole calendar to the piece of wood and be done with it. Throw some flowers on it. But what fun would that be? I like the detail of things. So that's why I do it. Now that I've got that done, I'm just going to take that picture or that calendar piece out and I am going to cut the bottom off that says happiness grows here. Going to set that to the side for another time. I used my little Dollar Tree scissors and I did my fussy cuts and I got the truck cut out and the lettering and then decided I was only going to use fresh flowers and the little greenery. I'm not going to use bouquets and I don't know what that says. I can't see it now that it's cut out. Handmade bouquets, I think. But anyway, I'm not using that piece right now. I'll save it for another time. So I'm just going to Mod Podge this truck onto my sign, getting out any wrinkles, and I'm getting better at the Mod Podge as I'm doing it. Less wrinkles every time I do a project, so go me. I'm getting it. Thank you guys for all your help. And then I am just going to smooth it all down, getting those edges really well. I got my letters down, fresh flowers, got the greenery down. And now I'm going back with my paper flowers, and we're just going to load the back of that truck up. And this was easy, and it's cute. It came out really nice. It didn't have to do a whole lot to it, really. You guys notice the running theme of this video? It's all about the flowers. So now I'm going to take this ribbon, which is super cute. I really feel like this came from Hobby Lobby. I don't know, you guys. But it is my last little nod to Easter. If you look really closely, this is a blue truck with carrots and bunny butts in the bed of the truck on this ribbon. So it's my last little nod to Easter. So I'm just going to make a 4-loop ribbon, 2 loops on either side, and some tails. I'm going to dovetail the ends, get my ribbon on here, and that one's done. Easy peasy. Just fluffing out that bow, making it all cute. And I felt like it needed something in the middle, so I grabbed one of my little scrap purple flowers, and I'm just tucking that into the center of the bow. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate you being here. Can't even get my words out because it's late. I'm either editing super early or super late. I don't know. It's the best I can do as far as the schedule goes. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. And I hope that you are enjoying my farmhouse spring crafting as much as you did my Easter crafting. On to DIY number 4 and the last one for this video. I have been dying to try this chalk couture. Yes, I have purchased, and we're going to see. This is my first time doing it and I'm super nervous. We're going to see how it goes. I've got this frame from the Goodwill. It was a $2 frame. I got it for 99 cents. I am using some of my paper flowers. I am going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink because I want to paint this frame black. And I thought about using the Hello Hobby rock gray to distress it. But you guys, I did not distress it. After I got it painted, I loved the matte, sleek, black look of that paint. And I decided to leave it alone. Believe it or not, I did not distress it. So, yeah. I have this white towel because I don't have a fuzzer. You're supposed to have a fuzzer. Yeah, I'm learning when you do the chalk couture. But you could also use like a lint-free, towel to kind of fuzz your silk screening stencil. I do have a lot of chalk couture stencils. This one is not one of them. This one is, I think it's called paint transfers or something like that. But it was super sticky when I placed it on the glass, and I thought, I better try to fuzz it with what I have. So I am trying to get some of the sticky off of the transfer so that when I lift it up after I get the paste down, it doesn't smudge everything and it doesn't pull up the paint in a way that is like not cute. So you guys, I've never done this before. If you go back and watch my videos, this is the first time, so give me a little grace. I'm trying, but I really wanted to do it. So I'm going in with my chalk couture. This is actually chalk couture paint in the color black velvet or something like that, or velvet black. It's black. Anyway, so I'm working really quickly because I guess you're supposed to get your stencil off before the paint starts to dry. Well, this thing is still really sticky. I guess I should have fuzzed it a lot more. So I'm struggling right now. And I'm trying, I don't know where to put my fingers in order to hold the glass down to get this off. I'm struggling. I got it off, and then the thing balled up into a hot mess. So what I've learned is that have a tray of hot soapy water next to you when you're using this, so you can just slide your stencil in the hot soapy water, because you can wash these down and reuse them. As long as you take care of them, you can reuse them. So Now I'm going in with some super glue and I'm going all around the frame except in the corners. I'm going to put hot glue in the corners so I get an instant hold until the super glue sets up. My wording is a little bit crooked. It's not on here straight, but I still think it's still good. It's still good. I'm gonna fix that. I'm just gonna put some flowers on it. I was gonna put the flowers on top in the corner, but when I realized it was kind of crooked at the bottom, I said, "Yeah, I'm just gonna put the flowers down there because it'll make it look good. Just stick with me." So I'm cleaning up all my little glue webs off of the glass, and I like it. And the best part about it being on glass is that anywhere you didn't really want paint or it looks a little smudged or it bled through a little bit, because it's on glass, you can take a razor and just peel that right up. So, I mean, I guess you would need to seal this with something. I'm not there yet. I have no idea what you would seal this paste with on glass. So, on wood, I guess you could seal it with Mod Podge, but on glass, I don't think so. So, anyway, we'll figure that out as we go on. But I'm putting my white flowers on, and I think this is really sharp. I like it. So now I'm going to take some tumbling tower blocks because I want this to stand on its own. So you guys, this is the final reveal of all 4 pieces that I created for you today. I truly hope you like them. Comment down below. As always, I'd love to know which one's your favorite. Again, if you've made it to this far in the video and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? It's free, and I'd love to have you as part of the Cute and Crafty family. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss out on another Cute and Crafty DIY with D. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be blessed, stay safe, craft something beautiful today, you guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.